Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Josh Yurden. Thanks again for making us a part of your day. Authorities across Europe scrambled Thursday to track down a Tunisian man suspected of driving a truck into a Christmas market in Berlin, as one of his brothers urged him to surrender. Nearly 3 days after the deadly attack that killed 12 people and injured 48 others, the market in the center of the German capital reopened, with concrete blocks in place at the roadside to provide extra security. Organizers at the market decided to ditch party music or bright lighting, and Berliners and visitors have laid candles and flowers at the site in tribute. German authorities issued a wanted notice for Anis Amiri on Wednesday and offered a reward of up to 100,000 euros or 104,000 US dollars for information leading to the 24-year-old's arrest, warning that he could be, quote, violent and armed. Denouncing the deadly attack on a Christmas market in Germany, President-elect Donald Trump renewed his vow to stop radical terror groups and appeared to suggest a willingness to move ahead with his campaign pledge to ban temporary Muslim immigrants from coming to the United States. Trump promised a Muslim ban during the Republican primary campaign, drawing sharp criticism from both parties. During the general election, he shifted his rhetoric to focus on temporarily halting immigration from an unspecified list of countries with ties to terrorism, though he did not disavow the Muslim ban, which is still prominently displayed on his campaign website. The evacuation of the last remaining civilians and fighters from a rebel-held enclave in eastern Aleppo will be completed in the coming hours, the Red Cross and state TV said Thursday, as more gunmen and civilians braved freezing temperatures to leave. The evacuations were set in motion last year after Syria's opposition agreed to surrender its last footholds in eastern Aleppo. Since then, about 30,000 fighters and civilians have been bussed out, according to the United Nations. On Wednesday, buses began evacuating the last groups, an estimated 3,000 people. The United Nations General Assembly voted Wednesday to establish an investigative body that will assist in documenting and prosecuting the most serious violations of international law in Syria, including possible war crimes and crimes against humanity. The 193-member world body adopted a resolution by a vote of 105 to 15, with 52 abstentions over strenuous objectives from Syria and close ally Russia, who accused the Assembly of interfering at the work of the Security Council, which is responsible for issues of international peace and security. A deal to undo the North Carolina law known as the Bathroom Bill fell apart Wednesday night when legislators couldn't agree on a plan to repeal the measure, a sign of the bitter political divide within the state. The North Carolina General Assembly was called into a special session about 9 months after they passed the law, which tarnished the state's national image as major corporations decided to pull up stakes, entertainers canceled concerts, and the NCAA and ACC moved sporting events away. Delta Airlines says it's looking into allegations of discrimination after a known prankster posted a video saying he and his friends were removed from a flight departing London Heathrow's airport because they, quote, spoke a different language.
A different language on the plane, and now we're getting kicked out.
That's insane.
Now we're getting kicked out. We're getting kicked out because we spoke a different language. This is 2016. 2016. Look, Delta Airlines are kicking us out because we spoke a different language.
The airline's statement came Wednesday after Adam Salih posted the video on Twitter. Many may know Salih from YouTube, where he frequently posts pranks, leaving some to question the authenticity of his complaint. Salih told ABC News he was speaking to his mother on the phone in Arabic when a woman told a Delta crew member she felt unsafe. Delta said it was, quote, gathering all the facts before jumping to any conclusions. We woke up to a couple of inches of wet snow this morning, just as we forecast. What about the rest of the week and the Christmas weekend? Here's Alexis with the forecast.
It was a little slow going this morning, as most of the area got about 2 inches of some wet and heavy snow. Temperatures have moderated quite a bit. We'll see highs close to 40 today, but clouds dominate most of the day. We do see some clearing on the way, and Friday looks like a nice day. Highs are getting close to 40 with a little bit of sunshine. And a new system comes in Friday night, bringing with it some showers overnight and into the early part of Saturday. Earlier this week, there were some indications that the rain might be icy, but it's looking more like temperatures aloft will be warmer than previously indicated. Christmas Day looks nice. Highs in the mid-30s with light winds and some sunshine in the afternoon. So it looks like a nice holiday weekend, but we feel like we have to remind you that a year ago at this time, temperatures were near 60. Oh, what a difference a year makes. That's the forecast. Have a very Merry Christmas. I'm Alexis.
Oh, you're right, Josh. It was not a good night for the Syracuse Orange last night. In a game that could only be described as a must-win in order to keep NCAA tourney hopes alive, Syracuse had no answers for a St. John's team that has been awful for most of this season. After Syracuse went ahead 14-12 early in the first half, the Red Storm outscored Syracuse 81-46 on its way to a 93-60 thrashing of Syracuse. That was the third straight win over the Orange that St. John's has had. Remember, Syracuse began the year ranked number 19 in the Associated Press poll and is now 7-5. The Orange has lost 5 of its last 8. Syracuse has never lost 5 regular season games to non-conference teams in Jim Boeheim's regime until this season. Now, the coach, well, he took the heat for his players' lackluster effort in the post-game press conference.
Responsibility. I'm still responsible, as I think we all well know. For whatever happens out there, I'm the head coach. We did not execute our defense. We thought we knew what we were going to do. We didn't do what we wanted to do on defense. And offensively, not very good.
Now, Mexico's wrestling team, it was dominant last night against league rival Marcellus, who was previously leading the league with 10 wins and only 2 losses coming into the match. Now, Mexico got wins from Joey Reed, Dean Shambo, Jared Gates, Curtis Diamond, Daniel Dorr, Dylan Manise, Jaden Allen, Josh O'Reilly, Brandon Gracie, and Mike Ladd. The Tigers head to a holiday tournament at SUNY Oswego's Laker Hall on December 27th and 28th. Now, the boys' swimming and diving team, well, they had a tough day yesterday against a combined team from JD and CBA in a meet that could go a long way to determine the league championship. The boys' basketball team, they have a big one tonight when it hosts CBA. Mexico is on a 2-game winning streak while CBA comes in at 3-1, but having lost its last game to CNS. Tip time tonight, 7:15. Duke, well, they suspended this afternoon Grayson Allen indefinitely from the team after tripping an opponent for the 3rd time in a year. Coach Mike Krzyzewski announced the suspension Thursday morning, saying in a brief statement that the program, quote, needed to take further steps regarding his actions because they do not meet the standards of Duke basketball. Now, Allen picked up a technical foul for tripping Eline's Steve Santa Ana on a drive in the first half of a 72-61 win Wednesday night. And finally, the New York Giants, well, they look to clinch a playoff spot when it travels to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff is slated for 8:30. That's it for sports. We really hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, safe and happy New Year.
5-week marking period grades will be going home on Friday. Those grades are available on School Tools. Seniors who have not ordered your $35 cap and gown set for graduation need to pick up a card from the main office and order it online. Class shirts are on sale now. Deadline to buy one is this Friday, December 23rd. Order forms are in Mr. Charles' room. That's it for us this week. Actually, that's it for us this year. On behalf of This Tigers News, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you next year. I'm Josh.